Okay, so let's unpack this because well, it's pretty intriguing. Imagine this. Omea, right? Huge name. Famous for the Seamaster Diver 300M, one of the iconic dive watches. They've just put out two really significant, really high-end new versions. And the launch, basically silent, like almost a stealth drop. It really makes you, the listener, wonder, doesn't it? Why would these super luxe gold watches just appear with barely a ripple?
It is a bit of a mystery, yeah. I
It,
mean, these are seriously high-end pieces. We're talking about gold-clad editions, and like you said, no big ad campaigns, no press releases flying around, which is even stranger when you think that Omega's actually right in the middle of this big revamp for the whole Seamaster
a
line.
revamp, right? So you'd expect more noise, not less.
Exactly. Though, to be fair, Omega has sort of done quiet releases before. It's not totally out of the blue for them, but still,
Yeah.
it definitely gets you thinking.
Okay, so that's our mission for this deep dive then. We're going to try and pull back the curtain on these two specific new references. We're talking the Moonshine Gold Edition and the Sedna Gold one. We'll get into what makes them tick, what makes them stand out, how they fit into the whole Seamaster story, and maybe try to figure out what this super quiet launch signals for the luxury watch world.
Yeah, and one of the first surprising things, jumping right in from our sources, while a lot of the newest Seamaster 300Ms, the SMP 300s, are actually losing the ceramic parts, going for a more low-key vibe, maybe.
Oh, interesting.
I
Losing
mean,
ceramic.
right, think aluminum bezels, that sort of thing. But these two new gold ones, nope. They're sticking with the style that Omega introduced back in 2018 when they did that big revamp. So you still get that polished ceramic dial, you still get the laser engraved waves, that look.
Ah, the wave dial. So iconic for the Seamaster.
Totally. It seems like that specific design is still, a core pillar for the collection, even while other parts are changing.
That's fascinating, especially keeping it for these ultra luxe, quietly released pieces. Does that maybe send a signal, like reinforcing that classic look for a certain buyer?
Well, that's a great question. And yeah, the sources hint at a couple of ideas for why they went so quiet. One thought is maybe Omega's just testing the waters, seeing how these ultra-luxury tool watches land without a huge marketing push.
Ah, like a soft launch for the super collector crowd?
Kind of, yeah, targeting maybe existing clients, high net worth folks who already follow Omega closely. They don't need the big ads. Another angle is, the exclusivity factor. By not shouting about them, they make them feel a bit more like hidden gems,
Yeah.
for those in the know. It builds a different kind of buzz, different kind of prestige, maybe.
That tracks, especially for solid gold watches. Which brings me to my next thought. They are solid gold, but they're still dive watches, functionally speaking.
Oh, absolutely. That's key. Don't let the gold fool you.
Yes.
Even though they're made from Omega's own special alloys, the 18K Sedna gold, that's their rose gold.
Right.
And the 18K Moonshine gold, their yellow gold alloy, these are Seamaster divers first and foremost. They absolutely keep their diving chops. We're talking a solid 300 meters of water resistance.
Okay, so proper tool watch specs.
Totally. They've got the same 42 millimeter case size. The length is under 50 millimeter lug to lug, which is pretty wearable. You get those classic lyre-shaped lugs, the unidirectional rotating bezel, obviously essential for diving, screw and crown, naturally. And yeah, even the helium escape valve at the 10 o'clock.
Ah, the HEV, always a topic of conversation.
Right. Necessary for saturation divers. Maybe less so for desk divers, but it's part of the package. It's there. And inside, powering them, is the caliber 8801. It's an in-house automatic movement.
Master chronometer certified.
Master chronometer certified, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very similar to the 8800 in the Seal models, but the 8801 gets a bit fancier. It has a solid gold balance bridge and rotor. You can see it through the case back. Still has the coaxial escapement, about 55 hours power reserve, and crazy high magnetic resistance. So technically it's top notch.
Okay, so serious tech wrapped in serious luxury. Let's talk specifics then. What do they look like individually? And the big question for anyone listening who might be interested, availability, price.
Right, let's break it down. First, the Sedna Gold, that's reference 210.52.0.004.001. Price-wise, you're looking at EUR 32,900.
Okay.
This one's got a really cool gold bezel where the 60-minute scale is actually raised in positive relief. Gives it a nice texture. The dial is white ceramic, polished, and you get set in gold hands and hour markers, all luminous, of course. And it comes on a brown rubber strap.
Brown rubber with the rose gold. Interesting combo.
Yeah, it works. Then you got the Moonshine Gold, reference 210.62.42.2 mode called 0.003. This one's slightly less at EUR 32,200. It has maybe a more classic vibe, black ceramic bezel, but it uses Ceragold for the markings.
Ceragold, that's the Omega Tech mixing ceramic and gold,
Right.
right, for durability.
Exactly. Keeps the gold looking sharp on the bezel. The dial is black polished ceramic, again with those laser engraved waves. Hands and markers are Moonshine Gold, luminous, and this one's paired with a black rubber strap.
Black and yellow gold. Classic look. So are these limited editions or?
No, interestingly, they're not limited editions. Our sources confirm they're part of the standard collection now, and they should be available to order from Omega Boutiques or their website basically now.
Okay, so not limited, but definitely exclusive given the price and the quiet launch.
Precisely. Which kind of brings us back to that bigger question, doesn't it? It really makes you, the listener, think. What does this strategy tell us? Releasing such major, expensive watches over 32,000 euros each so quietly? What does it say about how luxury brands might be changing their game? Especially when you're talking about something that's both the height of luxury material-wise, but also a super capable tool watch underneath. I mean, what happens when a watch designed for the deep sea becomes this kind of precious metal statement piece dropped without a fuss? It's definitely something to mull over, thinking about where luxury watches are heading.